Hello everybody and welcome to Operation Godstank. More importantly, I hope you in turn will welcome the newest member of our band of merry heroes. So, Colonel Dong-Hu, he was able to recommend a strapping young lad by the name of Colonel Vak Gaurav, who has decided to join MKOM in memory of his late brother Vic. I don't know what was going on with the names in that family, I guess. Vic was clearly short for Victor, and Vak is clearly short for VAC ban, i.e. when you get banned from Steam games for cheating and being just too good at shooting aliens. That's the ticket. Their parents were just reprehensible, irredeemable nerds. I'm sorry to say, I won't say that to his face. Let's come out of there. So I've got a lot to say about Gaurav, because obviously he's our first colonel, and we've not gotten anyone to that rank before. So I'll get everyone else ready first. Ready. Everyone's ready. It's a mostly unchanged lineup again from the MKOM head coach, except for an equipment upgrade for Onju in the form of our first war suit. Will we get a little blurb about it, or did I somehow waste that off camera? Nope.
We're calling this heavy power armor the war suit. This is as tough and strong as we can make it, with plenty of power for handling heavy weapons.
Onju loves handling heavy weapons, if you know what I mean. So, the war suit is essentially the exact same as the last suit that I can't remember the name of. The exosuit. Sure, that makes it. Look at it, it's beautiful though. Smooth lines, smooth contours. Nobody's getting through that. So it's the same as his last suit with a bit more health and bigger weapons. The suit can actually provide cover to other members of the squad, but it doesn't provide cover to Onju himself, which makes it literally useless. In that I have never actually used it and can't foresee a situation in which I would use it. So anyway, we're going to launch right now, and I'm going to chat a bit about our newest squad member. So back to Gaurav, he's taking the role of a support combat hacker. So he's essentially the same as Ardis until you get to the Overwatch perks. So Gaurav takes threat assessment and ever vigilant, which threat assessment lets you give someone else an Overwatch shot, and ever vigilant gives yourself an Overwatch shot if you haven't shot that turn. So Gaurav's going to help other people shoot rather than shoot himself, pretty much. So he breaks Overwatch with lightning reflexes from the AWC, which is unfortunate. Lightning reflexes is a good perk, but you don't want it on. You don't really want it on your specialist, and you don't want it on two specialists in the same game. But hey, that's the roll of dice. That's what we've got. So he breaks Overwatch, and then say Denny moves, does a chain shot. Then Denny could get a threat assessment from Gaurav and get a free Overwatch shot, and that could be amazing. You have your best shooter doing all the shots forever. It could be good. We'll find out soon. We'll find out in Operation Godstank. And if it's rubbish, we'll just get our second Gaurav of the campaign killed. It'll be fine. So, Specialist, the Colonel level perk is Capacitor Discharge, which is essentially a Gremlin-born EMP grenade with a far longer range, which is pretty great. Are we just rolling up down the road and just climbing a bit? This is a bit dodgy. I don't like this. So what's that over there? Is that a Viper? It was a Viper right there. So that Viper could either be with an Andromedon or a Gatekeeper. It's one of the two. 11 enemies. I'll run them down. Heavy Mech, Lancer, Trooper, Andromedon, Viper, Gatekeeper, Shield Bearer, Archon. So it's pretty much guaranteed that it's with a Gatekeeper or Andromedon. So anyway, one thing I'll quickly show you is the range of Capacitor Discharge. It does 5 to 8 damage. And the range isn't that long, to be honest. I thought it'd be a little bit longer. But it's still pretty good. It's just a pretty big sphere. Or maybe a kind of flattened, ovular 3D shape. Is that an oblate spheroid? I don't know. The last time I actually watched QI was years ago. So, where is Denial? For I'd very much like to speak with her. And by speak with her, I mean move it to there.
We've got a hostile squad here.
I was going to say that's not ideal, but it is kind of ideal. We can easily smash this pod. Denial. How do you actually get on the roof there? You have to climb up there and climb onto the awning. It is a gas station, right? It's a future gas station. It's not actually gas. It's just, you know, wireless electricity to recharge your batteries. Anyway. Do we want to smash them this turn? We kind of could. We could do that. How far up can Denny get? Firebug, firebug, move right up to there. What we can do is get everyone in position. Denny can chain shot the mech. Probably wreck it. And get Epiphanes into a position.
I'm on the move.
I'm on the move. So he can't actually hit anyone, but he can hit a no lance. He can probably have... Oh, Void Drift is ridiculous. Void Drift that civilian as well. See what happens. It's time we actually became the terrorists they expect us to be. No. No, Commander. That way evil lies. Oh, and you can't actually fire his rocket launcher over this car. He's just going to have to blow up that car. That's fine. I mean, I'm kidding. That's not fine. That's not fine at all. So Garav, I think, still does have the blue screen rounds just because I didn't know what else to give him. Although the blue screen rounds aren't going to be that useful. Oh, okay. So we're not going to engage this turn. Is that what's going to happen? Or we can move Garav back and we wouldn't be able to engage with them. Garav would get a free Overwatch shot because of Ever Vigilant. We pop that there.
Good copy. Moving on target.
So we can't use any of this cover around here at all. So how about we put our money where our mouth is and kill this mech?
We're in their sights.
Alright, so that's the mech down.
Hostile terminated.
If we can somehow kill these two guys without activating the Archon Andromedon pod, I say somehow, we've got a flank on them. Because I've got a dumb idea on how we can overwatch for the next pod. It's amazing. I'm not going to do it though, so I'll tell you what it is. It's essentially, we inspire Garav. Garav used that inspired move to give threat assessment to Denny, and they'll both be on Overwatch. It's great. Not really worth it though. So we can... These guys are now probably... Oh, you know what we could do? We can rocket the truck. And actually be useful now. Do we want to do that? No, we don't. What we want to do is... You know, if we can only drop a grenade on the Lancer, it's still going to be worthwhile. It's going to blow up the car, and Onju will then have a shot on the Lancer.
Fire in the hole.
Onju's got lots of armor anyway. Look at that full 2 armor. So it's just this guy that's going to be the problem. We've got Soulfire on him though. That'll be fine. So if we can kill the Lancer, that would be excelente. That's unfortunate.
I got a piece.
Oh. I don't really want to burn. Right, what we can do, we can move Denial up to here with Running Gun. That's definitely not going to activate these guys because Denial's in concealment until then. That would give Denial a flank there. Then it's the Lancer that's the problem. I mean, the Lancer's dead anyway because Epiphanes has the stock. So we Running Gun Denial to here.
Stick and move.
Stick and move, stick and move.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Now, if Denial can get this 72%, it's great. Excellent. Now, if we can get the Listener
Impressed yet?
to kill this guy.
They've seen me.
Implacable as well. We can maybe make that move. So if we can get the Listener to kill this one. I don't think we can, though, because moving to there will show these guys. And we can't get a flank on with the Listener, can we? It would have to be one hell of a lucky shot, essentially, is what we're saying.
Heading to that location.
Oh no, he's not in cover. I mean, you'd still have to hit that 69% shot, which is the unfortunate thing.
Position compromised.
Nah, Commander, I'm just putting holo-targeting on it. You know me, Commander, this is what I do.
I got it, right?
Now we can test and see if that weird cascade Overwatch thing's going to work. So we inspire Gaurav.
We will overcome.
Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes is the best name. Once I realised you could get twin snake tattoos. It's genius. My favourite character. If it wasn't for the fact he's a rubbish specialist. But you know. So Gaurav can now go Aid Protocol, which gives threat assessment. Does it? I did get threat assessment, right? And we put the threat assessment on Denny. So that gives Denny Overwatch. Because Gaurav didn't shoot, he should have Overwatch. What we can do is make sure we don't actually... Let's not move the listener at all. Let's not move Denial at all. I like where they're positioned. As in, not activating these guys immediately. So these guys should come into our Overwatch. Denny should have Overwatch. Gaurav should have Overwatch. They would need to move within their Overwatch range though. Thank you very much, Mr. Archon. So we've got holo targeting on the Archon. We've got 8 damage on the Archon. Solid use of threat assessment. Ooh, what is this? Oh, right, it's just an exploding car. We don't need to worry about that. We're just killing civilians left and right, Commander. Alright, so what we can do is Onju still not, to this day, hasn't yet moved. And that's fine. We should be able to kill both of these guys in a single turn, right? Maybe. Maybe I shouldn't have blown up the... I've just realised, maybe don't blow up the gas station with Denial right in there. Right. This is ridiculous. Onju still hasn't moved.
Get ready for a surprise.
Now, this is going to be a little bit of a problem for our Rangers. We're not going to be able to get right close up to them. But I'd rather get all the shred we can on the Andromedon. Right. So Denial does not have the running gun. So we just need to be a bit careful with Denial that we don't move up and activate the Gatekeeper pod, which we know is there. So this should hopefully kill. If it kills, we're in a very good position. Excellent.
You know that was good.
So we can now move in with Denny and Gaurav. And then that leaves the Listener and Epiphany. Yeah, we've got this well in hand unless Denny does a big ol' miss, which is possible. No, it's literally impossible, okay?
I'm on it.
The person who might miss is Gaurav. But we're going to put the whole target on the Andromedon shell. Denny's done a big ol' 13 damage anyway. Maybe we could hack the Andromedon shell. We probably have a reasonable chance at it. That gives Gaurav 100% on this guy. Get his first kill.
Check it before you get too close.
Now we have the Listener finish off the next guy, and Epiphanis is there if it all goes pear-shaped. But it's not going to go pear-shaped because this is the Listener, who should maybe not go right up to that gas pump. But I'm a bit wary because the Gatekeeper pod is like right there. But then that shouldn't activate them, should it? Only 73%. Well, just holo-target it then. Dodge this.
That's it.
That's it.
Draining ammo fast.
And implacably, maybe not move up to the car. The car doesn't look on fire this turn.
I guess that'll be okay.
It'll be on fire next turn once this gas pump... You know, now that I've actually moved my 2 Rangers, I'm really wary that this isn't a good place for them, right beside the burning gas station. But I think we've come too far now. Right, there we go, it's fine. Oh, you. You might be able to finally move this turn. I'd like to move you, but it's actually really awkward. Oh, it's a second Andromedon, it's not Gatekeeper. Okay. So we're going to have a Gatekeeper. We're going to have is there a shield bearer there? No. We're going to have a Gatekeeper Shield Bearer Archon pod, I think. And that'll be tasty. That'll be a spicy meatball. So, we just, like, roll right up to them. Sure. 2 turns on Le Chain Le Show. What I'd like to do, actually, is move Denial. Is that going to activate? It could well activate, so move Denial. What I'd like is I actually just line everyone up in a firing line here. But that'd take too much time. Coming up there, rolling around there. I'm stuck for ideas because there's no good cover that we can take. There's no good stepping stones up to these guys unless we cross right over to the left. And look how much space is on the left of this map. It'll very easily be a gatekeeper just wandering around there, and that's not what I like. So if we can, what I'm going to do is see if we can move up to there by activating it. Seems doable. I'm not betting on it. Right, and what we can do with Denial from here is throw a battle scanner here. And now, obviously we don't need it because the game's glitching out. We know exactly what's there. But what I'm hoping for is that the battle scanner will let us see what exactly is going to activate. Like, no, it's not going to, is it? Because if we moved Big Vac Gaurav, Big Vic is not the same as a Big Vac. If we moved Vac up to here, that would definitely activate, but it isn't telling us that. That's kind of what I want with the battle scanner. Battle scanner doesn't do that, that's fine. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. So let's get the rocket launcher in position, just in case. I reckon we're safe to move there.
What's over there?
Firebug to there.
Position.
Test the hack, see what... Don't test the hack this turn, because that might activate them in some kind of weird bug situation. Advanced autoload, so you don't need that. You need to reload. Everyone else needs to overwatch and reload. We know you can come into here, listener.
Say so.
We know you need to reload. We can't land a capacitor discharge just yet. Right, so check the hack now, because if it activates now, then it's still not fine, but it's better than it was last time. Alloys, alloys. I mean, I quite like alloys, but I wouldn't spend a turn on it. Now, is that actually activated? If it has, it could almost be useful for us. Not that useful, clearly. So, then up to there, and if it activates, it activates. No. That must be so close to activating. Right. What we should have done then is brought up... Right, what we're going to do... We're going to stack up on Denny, right? Are we? We're going to put Onju here. And then we're going to stack up everyone else on Denny.
If you say so.
You know what? Then we're going to bring Epiphanes to here. By everyone else, I mean Gaurav. Now, you guys don't move, really, okay? You have running gun back. You can get into the fight from here.
Okay.
We've got the time to get into position for this fight, just about. And then we overwatch.
I'm on it. Got it covered. Scanning.
Because they're not going to move into us.
Shut up. Listen.
So from here, what we can do, and the reason we took this turn... Oh, they are moving into us. That could be good. It could be horrific. I'll tell you which one it is in a sec. Because they could shoot... I really didn't think they'd move. I thought they were just a static pod. They could shoot at Gaurav.
Deflection.
Which would be bad. Alright, this is fine. Because they're now moving into this overwatch. Which, unlikely to hit a max range for shotguns, but there is Holo targeting on there.
Target killer.
Big bit of shred on there. This is actually working amazingly well. Imagine if shotguns could actually hit any sort of range. Oh, what a world that would be. So that Andromedon is just getting itself killed by us. He's still moving into this Overwatch. It's brilliant. This genuinely wasn't meant to be an Overwatch trap. I didn't think they were moving.
Not good.
Now that's not good.
Target eliminated. Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport.
Well, that's
inbound on
really
your current
annoying. I
position.
really want the intel from this mission.
Menace 1-5, be
And
advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Fire
And the
plan
VIP is just
limited window
combusted.
to provide extraction.
so I thought the Overwatch was a good idea. Clearly the game said, nope, no good ideas for you, friend, and just killed it. So there's going to be reinforcements dropping behind us on top of a gas station. Should have got some proxy mines. So there shouldn't be any real need to use Onju's last rocket launch, because we can rocket launch over there in a sec.
Seems doable.
Move up, because we need to move right up here to evacuate in 8 turns anyway. So all we're getting now is kills. So do so. So kill, kill, kill. Right, is Denny close enough to land a cool grenade on the Andromedon?
Resupply.
Excellent.
Bombs away!
How do we want to finish this one off? Probably... Right, cover's completely gone. Kind of want to save the chain shot just in case the gatekeeper comes around the corner. If there's a mech anywhere. Who have we still got? Epiphanis and the 2 rangers. You know what? We want that Viper gone.
Going in for the kill.
Because worst comes to worst, we
No need to ask
stasis.
twice.
I'm fairly content we can move up. Yep. 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 Okie dokes. So Viper dead. Dead as hell. The listener finishes off the Andromedon.
Negative ammo, I'm spent.
Free action? Well, we can always sword the Andromedon if it comes to it, I guess.
Okay, I'll go.
So save that for now. Probably just use that to reload rather than anything else. Sorry, my voice is just completely gone.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
There's the totally dead Andromedon coming back to life. So we've got our mech killer elites. Denny could kill it with a chain shot. We don't need to though. Have we got a threat assessment back? I think we should. So we can threat assess Denny. What we can do is move... Oh no, Gareth's going to need to shoot, isn't he? Have we got Inspire back? We do. Just one big rolling combo here. Right.
Okay, I'll go.
Is there a chance to crit? 10% chance to crit and take out the Andromedon without having to use Gareth's shot. Or we move Epiphanis up.
What's over there?
This is so unnecessary. So ridiculously unnecessary. Right, that's going to do 3 damage at least. It might just kill it. So unnecessary.
Take it before
Right.
you get too close.
And Gaurav can threat assess whoever we want on Overwatch. And again, it's going to be Denny. So we're going to catch the guys dropping on the roof of the gas station with 1 and then maybe a second Overwatch. It should be a second Overwatch, shouldn't it? With Implacable, the listener can move back
I'm
here for any
trusting
big
you here.
flanks. And Dinar can either move or reload. Probably reload.
Locked and loaded.
Oh no, it was a head trigger move, so it's implacable and reload. So there we go. And we're just about ready for these drop-ins. What's actually in there? I was trying to look. Oh, cool. No mech, which means we're going to get a shot on the officer from Danny. And it means the Rangers can just utterly sweep up anyone who's left over from the Overwatch. So a shot at the officer. Garage should have it as well. But, you know, who's counting? Does threat assessment... Does Ever Vigilant include threat assessment? Who knows? Probably not. Maybe I should have noticed that the first time. So, officer... Oh, that guy's dead. That guy's dead. They're already flanked. So we can't get to a flank on the officer with denial. We can, however, do it with the listener. So we go all the way there. We've got 6 turns to traverse the whole map, really. Probably doable. Alright, we move to there. We don't even need to run and gun, so we can save run and gun to get back in the battle in a sec. So, dead officer. Implacably move. Or head triggerly move. No, you can implacably move back to where you were, so you're not miles away. The truth is, you're miles away. Oh, I would so very like a skull mine here. Tell me you're better than Ardis. Tell me you're not going to get back on the plane with a headache. Nope, you're worse than Ardis. You're literally worse than Ardis. Right. You know what? You probably wouldn't even kill the stun lancer. So denial can pick and choose, pick and move whatever we want to shoot at. So I choose the lancer. It's got the most health. It's farthest away from a flank. Oh, God. These guys just really don't want to die.
I might have winged him.
Head trigger would be nice around now, but nope. Not even getting the implacable move away. So Gaurav, I suppose we don't really want to shoot with Gaurav. There's no advantage to getting Gaurav more kills, being at the max rank. But for our slower guys, we do need to make get a move on. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to move down here and obliterate this guy. So there's still going to be a gatekeeper pod out there. But worst comes to worst, we just run right past it. What worst comes to worst, the gatekeeper... Is he not dead? We're making an utter meal out of this. God. Right, obviously we get... Oh, if only they weren't right there. You can't use implacable to just sword, which is unfortunate.
You say so.
Right, you know what? Move Epiphanes up and just use the stock to kill him. Because we haven't got all day. We've got things to do. Some of us have to reinstall Windows today and ruin the entire campaign. Right, reload. It's a free reload anyway. And don't you dare activate the gatekeeper pod.
Rock and roll.
So you just stay put for now.
Scanning. Headed fast.
Right, five turns. We can run and gun into cover. So let us roll on up. Let's ride, Zacky, ride. Let's ride, Danny, ride. Let's get the hell out of here. We have got to get out of here. It is quite far away, isn't it?
I'm going.
I'd like some kind of indication as to where the gatekeeper is, but until then, let's just everyone set out of cover. What could go wrong? Not much can go wrong in all honesty, because we're sprinting up, but we've still got the Mimic Beacon on the Listener and Epiphanes. You know what? Yeah, let's hack.
Infiltrating access point.
What's the worst that could happen if it goes wrong? Is it reinforcements or everyone knows where you are? It's one of the two, I think. Oh no, we don't want that. Let's just keep it safe. Shouldn't have kept it safe, but we've got a small cache of alloys.
We're through.
And oh no, that's not one of our troops. So we're not necessary. How do we get up in this building? Because we've got to be careful here. This could go wrong. This could go very, very wrong.
Be okay?
To the point I'm not even going to move Epiphanius.
Back in. I can handle that.
Maintaining position.
Right, we still have no idea where anything is. And that's fine. I like having no idea where anything is. It adds to the danger.
I'm on it.
Denny still hasn't reloaded, only has enough for one chain shot. So if we can move up and not get wrecked this turn, then he'll get reloaded. Denny reloaded.
If you say so.
From the creators of the Denny.
Advent forces on the ground.
Right, is it an Archon? That don't look like no Archon to me. Right, we'll probably be Mimic Beaconing this round. This should be the last pod, right? We can move all the way up with the Listener and blast the Shield Bearer. We could do the same... Oh, we couldn't do the same with the now, with no running gun just yet. So it's going to be Epiphanius doing the Mimic Beacon. So let's just rely on that. Let's just say we're doing that. Get rid of the Shield Bearer. In fact, where's Onju? Have we moved Onju yet? I didn't think so. What we should have done is clearly just blasted here. We can blast that guy's cover as well, so let's keep that in mind. Although Onju's not going to be able to follow up with a gun though, so that's fine. Let's just kill the Shield Bearer. Thank God we actually did kill the Shield Bearer, because otherwise that was a really awkward situation.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
Give me superior scopes. Data pads, can't argue with data pads. Can't argue for can't argue with repeaters. Once we get is it South Africa we need for that ridiculous bonus that gives us an extra weapon slot? That'll be amazing. Right, chain shot. I mean, we could just if the chain shot goes bad, we won't beacon. We'll just stasis the gatekeeper and concentrate on taking out this guy. But the chain shot could miss. 57%, 43% chance to miss. He's going to need to reload next turn as well.
Shot failed to connect.
You're not wrong. You know what? When you're not wrong, Denny, and that shot totally failed to connect. Right, you can implacably move somewhere, which I don't know where you'd go. Right, 5 to 8 damage. There's no good cover for you to go to, really.
If you say so.
I mean, you could just shoot that guy, or capacity discharge. Does damage there, it's not going to do damage there. Right, so we save you as well. It's really only Onju and Denial we have still to move, so there's not much saving people left to be done. So I reckon we could take these guys out. No, I don't.
With pleasure.
But we'll do it anyway. Because who doesn't love a cheeky long-range rocket? And then we can overwatch, I think. And Mimic Beacon. No. We stasis. And then kill the Lancer. If we can kill the Lancer. Yeah, we'll just
Seems
see what we can do
doable.
to kill the Lancer. That sounds sensible. And if taking a single shot of the Lancer kills the Lancer, which it doesn't, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? That would have been grand.
Come on, focus.
Right, so what we're going to have to do is... Let's discharge our capacitors to do 5 to 8 damage through armor. This is one of the things I want to upgrade. Oh, it doesn't go through armor. Oh, well, this is awkward. Disoriented, though. And we mimic beacon, I guess? That sounds like it could be a good idea. So if the gatekeeper kills the mimic beacon in a single shot, it's problematic.
Okay, I'll go.
We could Overwatch, or we could move up on you. No, it's Overwatch.
Overwatch.
You never know, the gatekeeper disoriented might miss. You never know, you know, owned you, not disoriented, might hit. Sweet. Worth putting on Overwatch. Right, we're hoping it doesn't kill the mimic beacon in a single shot. It really might. Yeah. So now we've got a stun lancer just rolling around doing whatever stun lancers do. Why denial? It's always denial. And by always I mean reasonably often denial.
I can give it a try.
So denial still disoriented, it doesn't matter, you're still gonna kill that guy dead. Alright, so what we're going to do is reload the listener.
Ready to engage.
And take this shot. Hollow targeting on. AP rounds go through the armor. Wow, would you look at the time. It's time for me to single-handedly take out a gatekeeper and then miss the shot that was actually far easier and just make my commander look like a massive
Come
idiot.
on, focus.
How much damage? It's like 4 now, right? Right. If we get it down to 4 health, we're sitting easy. Yeah, if we're just going to sit and shoot. 3 turns. 1, 2, 3. Easy.
It's killing time.
A miss here would be really bad, actually. How much health has it got?
That armor's tough.
We've got it dead to rights. So let's make it
No
dead from
problem, boss.
Onju. We've got chops. We got everybody. And you can tell everybody this is your bomb. And Denial kills the Lancer. Not the shield bearer, the Lancer.
Ammo fast.
Despite the disorientation. Gets an implacable move. 17. Disorient
Not too
this.
shabby. Gonna need to reload soon.
And we can
No
move
problem,
everyone
boss.
else right up to the listener at the very least.
Getting it done.
There shouldn't be anything else on the map.
Rolling out.
But just in case there is, follow in footsteps. Stay secret, stay safe.
On Overwatch. Menace 1-5, hostile interceptors are on high-speed approach. Your window for extraction is
It's
closing.
a rubbish mission. Right, the listener can get out immediately. So what we're going to do is just roll right up to here.
Copy that.
There's nothing activating, nothing left on the map. It's all fine.
Running.
So we'll get out next turn.
Got it covered.
Because some of us are carrying big heavy guns and can't run as
Will
fast.
do.
And some of us are owned you who are miles away.
Getting it done. Getting it
Denial
done.
might still be disoriented.
I'm on it.
Really, this is quite a disappointing mission, to be honest. Not from the injuries from Denial, just from the VIP spontaneously combusting.
What's over there?
Affirmative.
But we got out. Everyone's alive.
Copy that.
Everyone survived.
Will do.
And
Whatever
that's
you say.
really what you're aiming for with every single XCOM mission, at least on
Packing it in.
Legendary.
I'm going.
I'm out of here. Packing it in. I'm going.
Evac confirmed.
Injured soldier outlast,
Status
because that's how
confirmed.
it works for
Mission
MKOM.
accomplished.
So, 11 enemies was advertised, 17 enemies killed. I really don't get it. So we'll get the supplies for this mission, not the intel. The intel is what we kind of needed, but I suppose we did get an advent data pad, which is always going to be useful. It was barely a solid debut for Vak Gaurav. Everyone can sit in the Sky Ranger, smug that they've survived Operation Godstank, they've neutralized the target. Denny's looking right at the camera, he's breaking the fourth wall. It's like, hey, I know you guys are here. This is a video game. Right, so what are we doing? Are we going to Chile? It's been about a week since I've played. I know these video comes like every Wednesday, Saturday, so there's only a few days. But it's been a week since I've played. And I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm really liking the way Gaurav's turned out. Because he's like the old Gaurav, but slightly more hidden. And he's got twin snakes on his arms. I was just going to call him Twin. I thought, no, that's a really lame name. What can go with Twin? And the only thing that came to mind at the time, because I'd already started recording the time-lapse, it was Twin Snakes. And that's a lame name, unless there are twin snakes we can give him. And there were. So I'm well happy about that. I'd be happier if we could return to the base a bit quicker than this. Yes, I know you can press caps lock, but that really mucks up the video. And you know, we wouldn't want a mucked up video, would we?
If we keep this up, the aliens don't stand a chance.
Nope, still no
Commander.
promotions. The Nile's got to be getting close. So we got... I knew it was a small cache. I thought a bit more than 10. But autoloader repeater data pad, they'll come in handy.
Excellent work.
Supplies,
Commander.
they'll
Your
come in
efforts
handy.
continue to bolster the
1,026
resistance
supplies.
movement across the globe.
So that is in New Mexico. We can reduce contact cost. I'd love a bit of that. What? Oh no, we're going towards New Australia. What are we doing? What do we want to go for? We can go for the Codex Brain. Oh no, we're building the... No, we'll go for the Codex Brain. We're building the radio relay. Okay, I'm with you. What mission is the Codex Brain? Because I want to have lots ready for one of them. I can't remember which one it is. Heavy weapon we don't care about. We want to build radio relay. We want to get some cost. Whatever's. Right.
Avenger plotting new course.
So we are a bit short on intel. I remember. I said we've got to be careful about spending too much intel, and then I spent literally all our intel. I remember it well. So let's go to the amusement center.
I am sure you will find
124
the results to
intel.
be
We're
as
back in the
intriguing
game.
as I do, Commander. Hello, Commander.
And let's go for another data pad decryption. Or we can go for... I want Sectopod Breakdown, I want Andromeda Autopsy. And... we've got the emergency intel we need. Let's continue with the Andromeda Autopsy.
I am intrigued by the idea that despite the Codex's best efforts...
Nobody cares, Saigon. Least of all me. Domination, right. So there's nothing else really good we can get for Epiphanis. This is pretty much all that's left. Soul Steel, we don't use Soulfire much anymore. Stasis Shield. Essentially, all these abilities involve someone on your team or the Psychic themselves taking a lot of damage. And that hasn't happened yet. Obviously, if it happens in the future, you can come back to... You can point to this video, is it what? 44, episode 44, and say, Commander, I told you so. But it's now time for the Chief Savage Man to take center stage. Epiphanes is done with his training. He's a trained enough psychic. Let's get our second, so we can run 2 psychics at once. So, experimental Hellfire projector, rubbish. That is the one heavy, the one powered weapon I really didn't want. Unused delirium cores, you don't say. Let's use them. And this is what all our supplies are going to go on.
Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
So we're going to get powered weapons until we get the Shred Storm Cannon, until we get the other one, the one I actually really want, the Blaster Launcher. Right, so that's 50, minus 50 intel for that. So that's, is it already 40 intel for that? I thought we were building radio relay. Or is it double? So you know what, we could build that radio relay. I suppose we've already spent the supplies on it. It will help for going to New India as well. Or will it? Where are we building it? It's definitely in West Asia. I thought the intel cost would be greater than that. But in any case, let's just go, since it's only 40 intel, let's go make contact with Eastern Europe. And we can definitely have this mission available to us whenever we so need it.
Attempting to establish local
Andromeda
regional
autopsy.
I am sure you will find
Interesting, because what we get from this, proxy mines.
The fact that this armored environmental suit is capable of
So we'll spend
functioning in
some
combat
supplies on that.
well after the original
Oh, we actually
wearer
have
has
97
expired
Illyrium.
is remarkable.
Alright, so
I must
all we want
consult
from
with
here
Shane
is
for
sector
further
pod
study
and
into this
data pad
unusual
decryptions.
behavior.
Now that we have 3 specialists, I think I'm going to go for sector pod breakdown immediately.
From what I've been told, our troops took to calling this large robotic unit a sectopod, under the initial assumption that it was being controlled by a sectoid pilot. On closer inspection,
I've
we can
never
see
watched this. That's
is not
brilliant.
the case. Not unlike the mechanized Advent units, which were likely derived from the sectopod itself. This machine seems to be entirely autonomous.
No wonder sector pods are so dumb. There's a sectoid inside them. I know that's the exact opposite of what we were just told, but let me dream. It's like the mechtoids in the last game. It's like once you got over how threatening they actually were, it's like, hey, I'm a sectoid, I've got a giant robot suit, so we've got some guerrilla targets here. We don't want an engineer. We do not want an infestation. Oh, right, we're going for this one, because we do not want extra chrysalids on every single mission. What? There's not even a gatekeeper on here. It's Andromeda and Sectopod for the first time in a little while. Codex. You know what? We're just destroying an alien relay. Operation Hammer Chalice.
Setting course.
That
for the
sounds like
Arctic.
it's our jam. And now one thing I'll look at before I choose the team, and before I leave you here. I think it's time to welcome back... Oh no, actually. How many Lyrium crystals do we got? Do we have? Sorry. We could go for both of these, the Lance and the Amp. So I think it's time to welcome back to the fold our snipers. And our dominators. So who exactly comes on the next mission, you'll see next time. So you can join us then for Operation Hammer Chalice. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.